Yo, what's up guys? So in today's video I'm going to be giving the best Lifeline guide in Apex Legends Ranked Arena for Season 13. So I think Lifeline is like one of the best legends, if not the best legend for Ranked Arena, because it can just be so clutch in those scenarios where, you know, the gold bag reses can come in clutch, etc, etc. And I was like, well, I've had a lot of people that use Lifeline, but they never use it properly. So I wanted to make a guide for you guys so that you guys can use Lifeline properly and be able to save your team because of those clutch reses. So I'm going to get straight into it. So round one, what you're going to want to buy is you want to buy the white RE45 and the gold bag. So I think first round gold bag is essential, mainly just because those gold bag reses can literally come in clutch any single round. Whether it's round one or the last round, that res has to force your team to push up instantly and either try to thirst the guy that's getting rezzed or kill the guy that's, kill the lifeline basically that's rezzing. So he's given two options, and that's why it's so clutch, because one, if they decide to shoot the guy that's getting rezzed, then you have a free shot on them. Or if he tries to shoot you, then you can hit him for a decent amount. I'm guessing you're going to win your 1v1. And even if you don't win your 1v1, the guy that's going to get res can finish off the guy that you're fighting. So Lifeline just comes in so clutch with those gold bag reses. And I think you need to buy gold bag with Lifeline, or else she's practically useless. And that's why a lot of people don't buy, or a lot of people don't use Lifeline, because they don't want to buy gold bag because it's so expensive. And they can't buy any good guns except for those cheap guns like a white RE45 or like a white Mozambique. Then that's probably why a lot of people don't buy or don't use Lifeline. But you guys gotta understand how clutch she can be in specific scenarios, and that's why she's almost essential to every team. So round two, you're gonna have probably 800 points if you didn't buy if you didn't get the mats. And, you know, I would really recommend getting the mats with Lifeline, just because it can be really helpful for Lifeline, because she can get the gold bag without having to waste like over half her crafting. But if you don't get the crafting medals, you should definitely try to buy a prowler, a white prowler, or anything under 500, or anything like 600, 650, 500-ish. So, and that's why I think the prowler with the one-times is good, because Prowler with the one-times can still do a lot of damage, but it can also you can also buy a gold bag with like 2 batteries or a bat and a few frag grenades, and that can come in really clutch too. And yeah, but just the #1 goal that you need to remember when playing Lifeline is just to buy gold bag. Even if you can't really buy that many guns, you're gonna have to buy like gold bag. And from round 3, you're going to start to, you know, get those mats. You're going to start to have more materials so you can get better guns. So when you're playing Lifeline, you're essentially going to start like upgrading your weapons in a way, you know? You have, you know, white weapons at the start. You're upgrading to a better version of those white weapons, like Prowler instead of like a RE, etc. Like a white R9 instead of a white RE, etc, etc. You know, you're slowly upgrading your guns. And by round 3, you should have enough to get yourself a hammer point Mozam or a hammer point RE, which you're probably gonna have like what, 1,100, close to there. If you have around 1,150-ish, you can easily get a RE45, get your gold bag, and you know, it should be good. You should be able to get a few bats, even a few nades, depending on how much crafting you get. And the maps. So the maps you should be using Lifeline on is basically any map, but specifically I think you should use maps where you can get the crafting medals every round, like Phase Runner, you know? Phase Runner, there's always a crafting medal on your side, you can always grab it, and that's why I think she's really easy to play on Phase Runner, because you can get those mats, get gold bag a lot of the time, and it can come in really, really clutch. Other maps such as, I don't know, other maps like, I mean, I don't know. I think she's good on all maps, but the easiest way to get crafting medals is definitely on Phase Runner. But she is viable on any map, as I said, because her reses can don't really change on the map. Her reses are still hella clutch. And yeah, there's also another thing that you need to remember when using Lifeline. So basically, when you're going into the fight and your teammate's down, right? There's a way to, you know, cancel the slowing down when you're rezzing. So you know when you res as Lifeline, you get slowed down about like 50%, which kind of sucks because then your opponent has a free shot on you. So you can just slide into your knock teammate and res. that will cancel the slow that you get when you're rezzing, and you can easily just go to your teammate, slide, and then it should res without the slow, which is another thing that most Lifeline mains don't do. And I really recommend that you do this, because it's gonna help a lot when you're going into those fights and you're in the center of focus. It will kind of distract the enemy so that he won't like kill you instantly, you know what I'm saying? Also, another thing you need to remember when you're using Lifeline is to not like ape into the enemy just to res. You need to understand when you should res and when you shouldn't res. And as a knocked teammate, so if you're knocked and you have a Lifeline on your team, you should always be trying to crawl back to the Lifeline, no matter what. Even if you think you've lost, even if it's a 1v3 situation, if you're knocked, the Lifeline still could res you and get you up and make it into a 2v3. You know, with Lifeline, you can't really lose hope, because she's such a clutch factor, and that's why a lot of people hate facing her. I hate facing her. Every time there's a Lifeline on the opponent team, it's like, God, we have to focus the Lifeline. We have to push. They're gonna Lifeline res, and it's just really annoying, and that's why she's really good. I really wish they brought back her like revive shield thing. That was broken, and if it does come back, it's gonna be broken in arenas. Like, everyone's gonna be running Lifeline. Okay, now we're gonna be going on to the tactical and the ult. So the ult, never buy the ult, never buy the ult. It takes like 15 seconds to drop, and by the time it's dropping, your opponent will probably AP, knowing that you spent 400 of your crafting metals on like a supply drop. I'm pretty sure it does give you like 2 batteries, and then gives you a gun, like a blue gun. But it's not worth it. It's not worth 400 of your crafting. You should rather buy upgrade your weapons to blue, or get a stronger weapon that you already have instead of buying that care package, because the gun can be random. So it could just be like a bow check that you're not going to use at all, or something like that. So don't buy the ult. And for the tactical, yeah, the tactical is really nice. If you can afford 2, I would get 2, because you can just throw it at your teammates when your teammates get fried and they're popping a bat. You can just heal up their flesh too. It's like a Phoenix kit when you're popping a bat with the Lifeline drone. Alright, so the legend combinations you could do with Lifeline is with Gibby. So Gibby's bubble, you could basically throw your Gibby's bubble on the Lifeline res, and it'll be fully protected. So they're gonna have to go inside the bubble to thirst the guy that's getting res. And by the time the guy comes into your bubble, you two are looking at them, frying them. And that's why the Gibby Lifeline combination can get really annoying, because as soon as you knock someone, they're gonna Lifeline res and dome. Alright, so that's gonna wrap today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was a pretty short one, but I am making this late at night, and I do have summer school for the rest of the week. So I'm not going to be uploading as frequently. But if you guys do have any recommendations, any video ideas that you want me to do, I will do them. So I really appreciate the support that I've been getting. I've been getting so many views on my videos, so many more subscribers, so many comments. I truly appreciate every single one of you guys who are commenting on the videos. And yeah, let me know what you guys want. A guide, a map guide, a legend guide, how to use materials guide. I know there's a lot of things that you guys want, and I will be uploading them. Maybe even some live commentary, or just some raw gameplay itself. I'll do anything, but thanks y'all for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.